championship moment. Each side earned a bye from a strong regular season. Each side won 2 playoff games to get here. Now, which side goes home with the ultimate trophy? Good evening and welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, site of this year's national championship game. We'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Street. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. Solid gain there on the ground.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
First down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Russell. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Miller. First down and more. He's still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. Very fortunate, he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. On 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
This is off the side of the foot. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds.
Excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Takes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's the running back in the flat. They bring it down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Yeah, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands,
it's intercepted, put it across his body. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. He hands it off from the gun. Breaks it over in space. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. First down, why not keep it on the ground? Picks up the first, looking for more. Touchdown, Alabama. They draw first blood in this national title game.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Lining up to try the extra point. 7-0 after the PAT. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. It's brought down at the 28, and that's where the drive will start. Test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Gets made over the middle. They bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Sets the formation. It's third down. DB's backing off from the line now. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw. as the third down pressure works.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Early, offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Penalty makes it first and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Breaks an open space. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down mark. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Trying to find room. It's Miller. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down. Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first First play of the drive now from the 25. And now the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Secondary backed up off the ball now. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Back to pass. It's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. It can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
Second down here. They're going to run it. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Okay, it's 3rd down after that run. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Third down, out of the shotgun. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Russell. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Any offense loves to call a play on 1st and 5 after that offsides penalty. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Hot pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They bring him down after a short gain there. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They pick up the first on the ground. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. A quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he bustles into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Manning. That's Hart, it's Moore. It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. It drops back in the gun. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they answer with their first score of this title game.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size. He's got the speed. He's a difficult matchup. And here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
It's up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Miller. First down, looking for more now. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. No runner out of the shotgun.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Oh, the defense lost the edge of the defense. Good job of going with that touch pass, kind of a jet sweep to get out on the perimeter and let this receiver show what he can do with that kind of speed.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Ball handed off. Find space at the 20. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, tied. That's another touchdown. A dream performance from this running back on the biggest possible stage.
I mean, Chris, we're talking about the national championship. This defense has had a lot of time to prepare. They've heard all about him. In fact, they told us the only chance we have to win this game is we've got to stop their ability to run the ball and stop their running back. So far, they're struggling.
The extra point makes it a 17-point game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Washington. Brought down, but broke a tackle. This is a solid game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Oh, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Contact as he threw it.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Baxter. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. That pass is hauled in over the middle. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Receiver makes the catch on a comeback route. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Over the middle, it's Washington. And they get the conversion there. 1st down now from the 33.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here to put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. At the 30 now. The 10. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
That's what I love about this quarterback. He's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Baxter. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Could take it all the way. The 10. Touchdown, Alabama. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. 1 quarter away from crowning national champion this college football season. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. And he's brought down to the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up the 16. To the air, it's Manning. Short completion of the tight end. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Second down after that completion. Looking for a man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Longhorns have first and 10 here.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hand.
Who's in the clear? Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Adams. Tackle at the 7-yard line. That's good coverage, but a bad decision to bring it out. Here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Using his legs, it's Miller. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Leaning on the run game here late. They tackle him about the 14. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a 1st down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Boy, what a great job of using his speed. Get him on the edge, allow him to be able to pull away from people, pick up big yards, and come up with a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for a man deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Bursts into space. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Bama.
That's another touchdown for these guys, and they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He falls on his own fumble. That could have been a huge blow following the touchdown.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Of the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
Short loss in the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Wrap down the middle. It's Baxter. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yard for you. Press coverage now from the secondary. The pass rush closing in. And he's hauled in way downfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. On the move now. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. The call is on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Here's the 2nd down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look and makes some adjustments. Receiver makes the grab, breaks loose at the 40, breaks into the clear, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Contact is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Good throw to the left. What a catch. Here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, but that's just going to be too little too late.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game, and this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Moves out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. And the defense will take a timeout here. 22 seconds on the clock. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Catch made on the left side. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. The field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Into the end zone. The ball falls to the ground, and you have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.